haven't done a weekly vlog in a while, so I thought I would do one this week. It is the last week of January, so it's actually January 30th. People always think that January is the Monday of the year, but it's actually the Sunday. So February is actually the Monday of the year. So February is when you actually need to start like. So I'm gonna be doing like a good journal reset, and maybe I'll talk a little bit about my goals for next month and maybe like reading goals, because I've been reading a lot. I've been on my reading grind this month. So I'm just gonna eat breakfast, go to the gym quick. I'm just gonna do a Pilates workout, which I don't really have to go to the gym for, but I'm on this like free trial that ends this week, and they have a sauna, and I've been obsessed with the sauna. Why have the last couple days been 60 and now it's 38? I'm on like a free trial right now. I'm not gonna renew just because it's like it's pretty expensive, but going to that gym is like in Percy Jackson. Do you guys remember the scene where they go into the casino and then they like lose track of time? That's how I feel in this gym. Like I always spend like 2 hours when normally I spend like 40 minutes working out. Haven't left my couch. I've just been like mood boarding all day. I'm in such a creative rut. I'm kind of in between projects, so I'm trying to plan out my next project and also plan some stuff out for spring. So I've been making mood boards and stuff. I'm just doing this in Canva. Usually I make mood boards based on the season, so this one's for spring. But I do want to start a new project, so I want to make a cardigan, which I don't really make cardigans that often, but I bought a lot of this. I think it's vintage, so I don't know if I can find it somewhere. It might not be vintage, but I got it from the scrap exchange. $3 for each one of these. Like a super loose cardigan, I'm gonna use pretty big needles because I'm afraid that I'm not gonna have enough yarn. I started my notebook page, so this is a horrible sketch, guys. I need to get better at sketching. So this is what I'm gonna be writing the pattern on. Not really a pattern. You guys know how it goes. This was my pattern for the shrug that I did in my last video. Good morning. It's the next day. I kind of got stuck in like a knitting hole last night, so I didn't really film anything, but I just filmed my 2024 Ins and Outs Fiber Arts Edition. My 2024 Ins and Outs Fiber Arts Edition. So if you guys want to watch that, check it out, but this is what I have. I kind of got a lot done. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks nice. Let me try it on. Okay, so here's how it's looking. I got a little worried because I only have 4 of these and I thrifted them. I'm hoping it's gonna be enough to make this sweater. I think it'll be fine because I was weighing. Honestly, I feel like a scale is a very underrated fiber arts tool because I was weighing all of my sweaters and kind of like comparing the gauge versus like how much yarn. Yeah, this is gonna be looser, obviously. It's just on a smaller cable. We'll make adjustments as we go. Cable's a bit messy. I'm trying out kind of a newer cable pattern. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. And I'm probably just gonna knit for the rest of the day. So pretty much all I did was film a video and knit. I am gonna go to the scrap exchange with a friend. She's a baby knitter, so we're gonna get her some good stuff. Good morning vlog. I look so tired right now. I forgot to film at the thrift store yesterday, but I wanted to show you what I got. I've been working on this gallery wall. This wall was empty for so long, so I finally was like, we need to put some stuff up. So I've been getting a bunch of frames because I want to put up a bunch of frames here. Not that they necessarily need to be black, but those are just the ones that I found. I also found this yarn and I liked these colors. Together, this is like tiny. And then I found this cool hook. I'm gonna put this up somewhere. I haven't decided yet. This is all my watercolor that I was working on last year. There's a few that I don't really want to hang up, but like this one, and this one, I think I want to get frames for. So basically I want frames all over these 2 walls. I think that would look really cool. And then maybe like a big piece of textile art here. Oh, and we got a surfboard. Not mine, but that's where that's residing for the moment. But yeah, I think something big right here would be really cool against the brick, but honestly, I don't really think I want to cover the brick that much. So I feel like we moved in, started decorating, and then forgot to like finish up. So that's my update. And then I think I'm just gonna be editing all day because I filmed that video yesterday. It's Friday. Every Friday I get a bagel and coffee just to like celebrate the end of the week, I guess. Also, I'm wearing my first knit sweater ever. I think I made one more before this one, but that one didn't like fit very well. Like I don't think I could fit it over my head. And you know, it's not the best, but there's tons of mistakes and I just never wear it anymore because I feel like it's so heavy. But I feel like it's also warm enough today where I don't have to wear a jacket. So I'm just gonna wear this sweater instead. I just uploaded my ins and outs for 2024 and in it I said one out is ignoring the knits in my closet. So I'm gonna go walk and get a coffee and a bagel and I'm gonna bring my book. I feel like I haven't been reading this book as much as I'd like to, and I haven't read a fantasy novel in so long, but I feel like when you're first starting a book, like a new fantasy series, you have to like keep track of all the little things in the fantasy world. So I feel like that's why it's taking me so long to kind of get into the book. This is the book that we're reading for book club. When I say book club, it's literally me and two friends, but so today is February 2nd, which means yesterday I did my monthly reset because I'm trying to do this on the 1st of every month. I have my journal here. I've been journaling almost every day this year and I really like it. I'm getting back into it. So yesterday I pretty much did my whole February monthly reset. Just to give you an idea of what I wrote about in my reset, I want to answer at least these 6 questions. So if you're curious on what those are, it's highlights of last month, what did I learn last month? What drained my energy? What can I improve this month? What measurable goals do I have this month? And what will I do to achieve them? And these I didn't even really do full sentences, like I kind of just jot stuff down. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I also wrote a word for the month. I kind of also wrote some of my January insights. So how many books I read, my favorite songs, maybe things that I was listening to, projects that I've made, and any like movies and TV shows that I watched that I thought were notable. So yeah, I feel like this is kind of a good way to track my year. I guess part of my January recap can be the books that I've read, and I asked on Instagram if you guys liked book content, and almost everyone said yes. I know this isn't really a book channel, but maybe I'll talk a little bit about the books that I read this month, so I'm not gonna say too much about each one of them. If you wanna follow me on Goodreads, I'll link it down below. It's funny because I was not reading at all. I think I got really stuck on a book last year, and it kind of put me in a reading slump. So technically I've been using up my Audible credits because I'm trying to cancel my membership. So I did listen to like a few books too, but so I read or listened to 6 books in January. I read 3 physical books. I'll start with the physical books. I'll give you my rating and maybe a sentence on what it's about and maybe a sentence how it made me feel. This was the first book I finished. It's called The Wall. I originally rated this 3 stars, but I bumped it up to a 3.5 just because a little bit after I finished the book, it kind of needed to like settle in a little bit. So the book is about a woman who's on a hunting trip and she wakes up one morning and there's an invisible wall around her and everyone on the other side of that wall is dead. All she has is whatever supplies were in the hunting lodge, and then she has a couple animals with her that she needs to take care of. So this book is very allegorical. It was kind of slow in the middle for me, which is why I kind of bumped off a few stars, but for the most part, very introspective towards the end especially, and I enjoyed it, I think, more than I think I did. Maybe I'll bump it up another half star. Next was On Earth, We're Briefly Gorgeous. 5 stars for me. I love this book. The book is a letter from a son to his mother who is illiterate, so she'll never actually read the book. And the book just explores a lot of complex relationships and their lives as Vietnamese immigrants post-war. But this is kind of written in a more poetic way, so I feel like if you don't really appreciate a lot of embellishing and writing, then maybe this isn't for you. But I loved it. It made me sad. It was so raw and I really liked it, and I finished it very quickly. It's not that long of a book. But next, Conversations with Friends. This one fell a little bit short for me. I'm only gonna rate it like a 2.5, I think. The book is about 2 college girls that befriend an older couple, and they kind of get like intertwined with these like groups of people. In my opinion, there wasn't really a likable character in this book. I mean, I did finish it because I felt like there was something like big that was gonna happen, but I don't know, it just never did. So I guess the writing did keep me engaged for the most part, but there was just no like big moment, you know? So I didn't love this one. I did pick this up from the thrift store for like $2. I know Sally Rooney wrote Normal People, which is a pretty popular book. I think is it a TV show or a movie? I know this is a TV show, which I don't know how they made a TV show out of this book, honestly. I feel like maybe I'll give Normal People a shot, and there's no quotation marks in that book. I've also been trying to use up all my Audible credits because I don't want to keep paying for it, because I know that Spotify has audiobooks now and I already pay for Spotify. So I think I had like 6 credits that I needed to get through. So I've been like binging audiobooks. So let me tell you the ones that I listened to, and I'm on my last one before I cancel. So first was Down the Drain by Julia Fox. I loved this audiobook. I gave this one a 4.5, but I love Julia Fox's voice and she narrates the book herself. It's hands down one of my favorite celebrity memoirs. It's just very raw and real and self-aware at the same time, but just her struggles with relationships, substance abuse, her life as she kind of like rose to fame, and yeah, she just always finds a way out of situations. I really liked it. I binged it while traveling and it kept me engaged from start to finish. So next was Big Swiss. This was like a very popular book. I thought the premise of Big Swiss was interesting. So the narrator was a transcriber for a sex therapist and she kind of becomes obsessed with one of his clients and then ends up meeting her in person. That sounds like a really interesting story, but I don't want to say any like spoilers. Maybe it wasn't for me. I just feel like some of the relationships could have been a little bit more deep than they were. Also, I feel like the ending got a little bit unrelated to the rest of the story. Next was Yellowface, which I actually rated pretty high. It was like a 4.5. It was kind of a satirical criticism on the publishing industry, which I had no idea anything about it, so it was kind of interesting. It's about this woman who's kind of frenemies with this other girl, and she steals her manuscript and publishes it under her own name. And then everything starts kind of going crazy, but yeah, I really liked it, and the narrator I thought was really good. So I'm really glad that I listened to that one on audio. It was kind of just social commentary on like cancel culture, the publishing industry, celebrity worship, race, status, all into one book. I feel like it kept me pretty engaged throughout. This audiobook I technically finished yesterday, but it's called I'm a Fan and I Was Not a Fan. 1 star for me. Just, oh my god, the main character was the most unlikable person and there was nothing about her that you could really like sympathize with. So it's like, she's just a horrible person. It's about this woman who's obsessed with this girl that is sleeping with the guy that she wants to be with, but like she's just crazy. And the guy is so awful that like, why are all of these women like pining after him? He has nothing to offer. As you can see, I didn't really like that one, but so that's all my January. I'm gonna cut so much of that footage out because I was just chatting. I've already showed you this so many times, but this is what I'm reading for my book club book. Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan is what I'm listening to right now, but I'm not very far, so it's like a 2-hour audiobook. That was my January book recap. Let me know if you guys want a vlog like this each month where I talk about like my recaps. As far as movies, I watched Harry Potter Half-Blood Prince and Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Society of Snow, which is on Netflix, and I recommend you watch that movie. It's so good and so sad, but just crazy story. One sleeve done. There's a few mistakes on the cable sleeve, but I did a few rows of ribbing and then some decreases, so it kind of cinched at the wrist, but not too much. So I'm gonna finish up the next sleeve, and then depending on how much yarn I have, I'm gonna do a little bit of ribbing or like a button band here. But yeah, I really like it. I kind of wish I knew how much yarn this was gonna take because I would have made it a little bit longer. It's just like a very basic color, and I feel like I need something like this in my wardrobe, even though I don't really wear cardigans a lot. So I'm gonna try to finish 2 whips in this vlog. This one and these shorts that will go with the sweater. It is Monday. I do have a knitting class tonight. I had some friends over yesterday. We had like a cute little crafting day at my apartment. Yeah, so I was working on this. I'm so bad at counting and talking, so I had to take a break from it. We were just like painting and drawing and knitting, and then I started knitting, and I just get too distracted when I'm talking and knitting. Like I can't count at the same time. So I made a mistake and I had to like go back a little bit. Okay, I just finished the other sleeve. I think I was counting my cables wrong for part of it, but it's so loose that you can't really tell. So I think it only took me like an hour or 2 to knit the second sleeve. So I actually have this much yarn left, which I didn't think I was gonna have any yarn left, but I think now that I do have the yarn, I want to do like a little button band. But I'm also wondering if I want just like a single tie up here or have the closure like down here. It's almost 6. The class is at 7, so I think I'm gonna leave in like 20 minutes. I'm just wearing this bolero cropped sweater thing that I made in my last, well, I guess 2 videos ago. I'll link it above if you want to watch it. Just like a black long sleeve, and then I'm wearing these like dress pants, and then always my Doc Martens. I just washed my face, which is why there's water all over my shirt. Ignore that. So I just went to the library this morning because I had to print something. I go to the library to print things because I don't have a printer, and sometimes I'll go there to work or like edit videos and stuff, but I always kind of forget to check out books. Like I always just buy them because I like to have them, but if there's books that are like smaller that I'm not like super eager to read, then I feel like I should just check them out from the library. So I got this book. It's really small. And then this book. I'll let you guys know in the next vlog how they are, but that was kind of a tangent again. But I printed a swimsuit pattern because I told my brother's girlfriend that I was gonna make her a swimsuit for Christmas, and the fabric just came, so I wasn't planning on putting this in this vlog, but I'll show you guys once it's done. I kind of need to get it done quick and shipped out tomorrow because they're actually going on vacation like this weekend. So I need to ship it tomorrow or later today. So I'm actually probably not gonna film too much of it because I just need to get it done. So maybe I'll do a little wrap up tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna make the swimsuit. Let me show you the fabric. It's this really pretty floral fabric. This fabric was off Fabric Fairy. I'll link it down below. I've been kind of dabbling a little bit more on ordering fabric online, specifically swim fabric, because swim fabric is just hard to find. So I'm gonna put this pattern together and then we'll get going all night. Okay, I finished. So these are the bottoms. I was gonna do this top that kind of gathers at the top, but I was just having a lot of trouble with it. So I got a little confused and I ended up just doing like a little triangle top. And she wears triangle tops all the time, so I think it'll be okay. But this swim fabric is just so cute. When I order swim fabric, I always order like a lot extra, like just in case I make a mistake. Like I made a mistake for that one. So I might make something with that same fabric. I get why swimwear is so expensive because it's just very tedious. The fabric is a little hard to work with and you have to add elastic to like all parts. And then also these little tie parts, you have to hand sew all of them because they're so small that you can't really do it on the machine. And then I guess for the rest of the day, I'm just gonna knit that cardigan because I'm almost done. I just need to do that like button band or whatever, and then the shorts, and then hopefully I'll be able to show you guys tonight. And I'll probably show you before I block it, and then I'll block it after the video just because it takes so long to block. So yeah, I'm just gonna pack this up and then we're gonna go to the post office. Yay! Okay. By the way, I posted a mitten tutorial in, I think, December. So check that video out if you want to make some mittens like this because it's getting cold again. I can't really tell if I like the band. I think I have to do the other one to really get the full effect though. And then I'll probably be too lazy to take it apart. So I think it's just permanently gonna have that little button band, even though I don't think I'm gonna put a button, so I don't know why I keep calling it that. I just keep changing my mind with this project, but also just noticed that my shirt is on backwards. I kind of like it though. I'm wearing like a full gray suit right now. None of it like came together, but it all kind of matches. I feel like you guys are gonna be so proud of me, but I finished both of my whips. This week in my life has been kind of like 9 days in my life, but that's okay. So let me show you what I finished. So I finished the shorts. They're a little bit big on the leg part. I did have to frog them because they ended up being a little bit too long, but that's how they turned out and it matches with this sweater. So let me try them both on and show you. They fit a little bit weird, but I still haven't blocked them. So maybe I'll do an update in the future, but I feel like they're kind of like curling up here, but if I just like blocked them so they flared out a little bit, I think it's gonna be perfect. Just a cute little lounge set. And I actually still have like 3 or 4 balls of this yarn. This was a yarn that I purchased in a vlog, but I don't think I ever posted that vlog, so I will not shut up about this yarn purchase, but I found 10 balls of this Noro yarn for $15 at the thrift store. I still have a lot left. I could make like a skirt, but I also finished the cardigan, so let me show you that. Guys, I'm obsessed with this cardigan. Don't mind the holes. I think I'm gonna fix it once I block it. This is how it turned out. It's basically just opposite leaning cables with 1 stitch in between them. I feel like I never wear cardigans, but this is something that I would wear. It's gonna get a little bit longer once I block it, but it's so warm and cozy. I feel like I've been knitting so much. I feel like I've been kind of challenging myself to make bigger projects, so This is a good one. Anyways, I feel like I've been vlogging for a long time, so let me know if you guys like vlogs. I know I don't do them as often anymore. I used to post a vlog every single week when I was first starting out, but let me know if you like these videos. And I'm happy that I was able to actually like finish a few projects in this video. Also, yeah, let me know anything you guys want me to talk about in vlogs. I think I want to do a video with like a monthly reset every month and like whatever books I read. If you guys like book content, I can let you guys know what books I've been reading. Also, you'll be proud to know that I canceled my Audible membership that I've been paying for way too many months. I don't really know what else. I feel like I've been so chatty because a lot of you guys have been commenting and stuff, and I feel like that just makes it easier for me to talk to you guys because I feel like I'm actually talking to someone. So other than that, I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.